Welcome, my Capricorn friends, to your October reading. So, we're going to take a look at your month ahead. We're going to do a week by week analysis, see what's going on in your energy, and we will get some cards for that. So, the events that we do have going on this month, we have on October 7th a full moon in Aries. Then we have on October 21st a new moon in Libra, followed by Halloween on October 31st. So that is for my American friends, and I don't know if other countries may celebrate that one. They may. However, that's what the major events are that we have going on for this month. So we're going to do a week by week spread for you and take a look. We're going to get into your career and money and general energy. So let's jump right in. So for the first week of October, we have the Healer of the Ages. All right. So that is what we have the first week. Then we have week 2, Yin Yang, and week 3, Door to Value. That's some beautiful energy to start. Let's go to week 4, please. What do we have for week 4 for October for Capricorn? Thank you. We have the Temple Path. All right. So some important stuff going on here for October for Capricorn. So the first week we're looking at is Healer of the Ages. So you are definitely looking at some very healing energy coming in for you this first week of October. So we have health and vitality, and also bringing resolution to physical, mental, and emotional issues going on. So if you had any stuck energy, you may be looking at having it be unstuck. At the bottom of the deck, we have the 7th chakra, which is your crown chakra activating. So it feels like during this entire month, you are just getting closer to source energy. And again, just connecting with that within yourself. All right, so let's get into the tarot for this week and go a little further. So what else do we have for Capricorn for the first week with this Healer of the Ages? What else is going on, please? We have the Strength card. All right, and then we have the 8 of Wands. So definitely very beautiful energy as far as unstuck. Okay, 8 of Wands is about fast moving energy, and it's about movement, a lot of movement. So there may have been some situation where you had to rise above something and call in your strength to have access to whatever this was. And this could have even been an ego death. You know, with Strength card, I always look at it as like taming the ego. And then with the 8 of Wands, that could be communication, that could be opportunities, offers being presented to you. So again, it very much feels like in this first week, we have some sort of energy that was previously stuck or stagnant is now moving forward and creating new opportunities for you. So let's see what else we have for you for this week. Okay, we have the Camel. Persevere and you will overcome problems. Yep, that's where the Strength card comes in. So it feels like you did have to dig up that strength, like muster up all of your strength to be able to accomplish something. And again, it felt like the analogy they're giving me is clearing out the cobwebs. So it's almost like maybe there was this space that you had that was like dusty. And now you're ready to put something new in that space, almost like a storage unit or something like that. Then we have Horseshoe. Good luck. I love it. Yes, it definitely feels like you have cleared the way for some brand new energy to come in. And on the bottom of the deck here, we have the Mountain card, major challenge to overcome. So it feels like that's happening here in this first week for you. And it feels honestly like you have already gotten over, I just heard like the camel's hump. the mountain. It feels like you've already done that. That's kind of like the hard part that's been accomplished already. You've already been through this difficult time, and now you're going to start to feel that fresh, brand new energy start to come into your life, and it's going to be very, very different from what you've been experiencing up to this point. Okay, let's look into the second week now. We have the yin yang card. So this is the balance of masculine and feminine energy. This could be a union of sorts. This could be a balance of your internal masculine and feminine energy. But it's just balance in every way, okay? So let's take a look at what the tarot has to say with this pile, please, for week 2. Thank you. We have the Star card. Yes, I love this because this literally does feel like you finally have hope towards something. And it could also be wishes being granted. And we also have the Three of Wands. Okay. So it feels like you made a decision at some point, like there was a fork in the road that you had to actually stop and assess, which way do I want to go? Do I want to continue this path? Do I want to choose a new path? What do I really want? And based on the choice that you made, like I just heard you went with a hope and a prayer. And that's the way you chose. And so that is what's going to bring you to this next week, which is the door to value. The Three of Wands is about now starting to see some of the fruits of your labor come in, okay? So let's see what else we can get for this week here. What else do we have? It feels like very balanced energy. Okay, we have teardrops, great personal sorrow. Okay. And then we have the Well, family wishes come true. Very interesting. So it's almost like you've got to take the good with the bad. And again, maybe that's what that balance is. Is like, okay. I don't know if this has to do with loss within a family. At the bottom here, we have the time to get out of a situation. So this could mean a lot of things. There might be some part of you that's going to experience some sort of sorrow, but also while having a wish come true. And, you know, that's a very viable situation where, you know, the good comes with the bad, and that's where that balanced energy is going to be needed from you. All right, let's look at week 3 here. We do have the door to value. So it definitely feels like something's opening up for you. So again, not only are you getting these opportunities coming to you, but they're balanced and they're tangible. It's like tangible results and actual monetary gain here. And I know for Capricorns, that's like your favorite, that's your love language. So let's see what else we can get here for the 3rd week. The King of Cups, and then comes the feelings. You're like, oh no. King of Cups, masculine energy, potentially mastering their intuition, their emotions. And then we have, the Hermit. Okay, so we now have had 3 major arcana come out within each week. So it feels like within each week there's something happening here where you don't have much control over it. So what I'm getting with this week here is that you may be forced to do some inner work and to sit in your emotions, but it's going to teach you your value, your worth. It's almost like you're going to do this evaluation on yourself, on the people in your life, and to determine who belongs there, who doesn't. Bottom of the deck, we do have the 8 of Cups, and this is about walking away from things that don't serve you. Okay? So it's almost like Spirit's going to put this in front of you and force you to look at something, like it or not. And you're going to learn, I'm getting like the value of value. Weird way to say that, but okay. Like as in what your value, the value you put on things. the value you put on people, the value you put on time. The word value is used in retail so often, and it's like, oh, great value, you know, and you're getting this much for this little bit of money, like that kind of thing. So you're placing a value on something and determining if the value is correct. Not only that, but I'm also getting with this that maybe once upon a time someone put a value on you and your energy, and you're determining if that is correct, if it's accurate, or if you don't want to play by those rules anymore. And I'm getting that because it feels like this was something that you bought into. I know, I feel like I'm using all of these money puns, and yes, they feel like puns. I just grabbed this other deck to start to shuffle, and at the bottom here we have the coins. Money will be coming to you. So whatever it is you're doing here, keep doing it, because you're getting some sort of wish fulfilled. Okay, we have wishes here. The star is about wishing. So whatever it is that you're wishing for, you're gonna get it. You have the horseshoe with the good luck. Tell me more, please. Tell me more. All right, we have the rose. Romance is in the air. Okay. So there could also be that showing up for you. Now, depending on who it is that's watching right now, this masculine energy here could be who's showing up with the offer. Okay, could be a water sign. So we're talking about Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Doesn't have to be. And let's see, the Hermit is Virgo, so it could be a Virgo sign. And this could also be, because we do have the romance, the door to value, maybe somebody else is seeing your value. So it could be like a double-edged sword, I'm hearing, whereas you're seeing your value, but also somebody else is too. All right. And then we have the Rabbit. Too much concern with sexual matters. Okay. Maybe it's time to take some time alone. I just saw in my mind's eye the meme of Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory with his shirt up over his face spraying Lysol. You're like, no, I don't think so. Bottom of the deck, we have family matters again. So maybe what's going on here is you are dealing with something with your family at this time, and romance might show up, and you're like, I can't think about that right now. It really does feel like that, where you're like, I got other stuff going on in my life right now. Maybe now is not a good time. And I don't know with the sexual matters who's got the too much concern over that, but one or both of you, maybe that's kind of what gets you into this. I don't know. You know, you're all going to be in a little bit of a different situation. So let's move over to the Temple Path. So this symbolizes you finally realizing what it is you want in life, where it is you're meant to go, and then actually taking steps towards that path. And interestingly enough, I was just drawn back to this pile here in week 3. Bottom of the deck is the Empress. It's almost like, you know, Capricorns tend to be very money and monetary focused. But it feels like something's going to come in here that's going to change your mind a little bit. Not entirely. Like, you know, we're not trying to change who you are, Capricorn. But I am getting that someone who's a little more on the emotional, maybe even intuitive side is going to show you some other way of doing things. And you're not going to hate it. You're going to be like, okay, let's try that out for a while. So whatever that looks like to you, that's what this feels like is going to happen. And it doesn't have to be a masculine energy. That's just what's on the table there. Okay, we have the Devil card. That's your card. So that could be temptations trying to lead you away from your temple path, your purpose. So that could be just things that you do that are your indulgences. We We've got the Fool, so I'm guessing that you're finally, and I just heard the word like finally, learning what these are and, you know, that they don't serve you best. And we have the Six of Pentacles, which is also balance and reciprocity. So I love that for you. There's a lot of balanced energy here, and it's new for you because it feels like you've had to do things yourself pretty frequently. You haven't had help, but you are about to get help, and you are also about to potentially bump into somebody that's going to want to help you and reciprocate with you. Okay. Yeah, what I just got here with this Rabbit and the Devil card is to be aware if someone shows up in too much of a sexual energy and not enough in their feelings. That could be a warning for you, for someone else. You know, take it as it resonates. All right, we've got the Sun card, so happiness and well-being. And that is masculine energy as well. And then we have the Forest, muddled, unclear thinking. So that's more likely, like if I would switch these, you know, the Forest probably goes with the Devil card because, again, that's where you're struggling with something, with ties to something. And then this happiness and well-being would be the Fool card. The bottom of the deck, we do have the Broken Bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. So that's what I'm getting here, is to be careful of whatever this energy is, okay? So don't let something, this muddled, unclear thinking, sway you from your path, because your path is being shown to you at this time. And it's important right now for you to pay attention. So that's what I need to say about that. All right, let's get into your next card. This is going to be for your career and finance and your love situation for October. Tell me more about that for Capricorn, please. Thank you. We have the Unicorn. Success, hope, freedom, healing, and magic are all available to you if you just believe. And that is a master number 33. So we have two master numbers on the table. We have 22 and we have 33. So we're going to read from the book on this one. Okay. Unicorns are beautiful, magical, mystical beings that have fascinated people for centuries, and sweet success may bring many blessings to your life. It is a truly good omen to select this card. Seeing a unicorn in a dream indicates that you could meet with good fortune and will feel encouraged and positive, and more magic will be brought into your life. For personal and relationships, the unicorn card represents faithfulness and pure love. You can expect a great deal of passion and could experience one of the most romantic times that you have ever had. Some people may begin a wonderful new relationship that brings immense joy. Relationships could be very exciting and feel like the purest love that you have ever felt, and you may find what you are looking for such as a soulmate connection. The vibe also indicates a time when women become mothers and new family members are welcomed. We did see the Empress earlier. Whatever the situation, it will be unlike anything that you have ever gone through previously. Unicorns symbolize freedom, so be sure to give your partner and friends plenty of space. For career and money, selecting the unicorn may see you climb the highest mountain, snare the job that you've had your eyes on, or simply receive a pay raise. Some people may start new careers or be offered 2 jobs. With the flowing positivity of this card, anything can happen. You just have to believe. All right, beautiful energy there. So let's close this reading with a Shapeshifter's Oracle. Thank you. We have the Golden Phoenix. Something that you thought finished bursts back into life. All right. So, what did you think was finished and now is going to burst back into life? So we're just going to read the oracle for this card. Passion and desire, will and force, and a new intelligent direction are all on your agenda. Health and fitness are also a part of your new theme. Firing up your metabolism is a very strong desire and a sacred duty. You can become stronger, fitter, leaner, and healthier. The Golden Phoenix does not speak of having a certain type of body, but he will show you how to receive that which you have been gifted with. Health can be reinvigorated. You may learn to run faster, play a sport, or take up yoga. Your physicality can be reshaped. With the Golden Phoenix, you reach new levels of athleticism. If you follow the Golden One's advice, your own body will be at its most harmonious and comfortable, and it will be working well and supporting you. Candles, lighting fire and meditating on purifying your diet and following through on the Golden Phoenix's messages will help you recreate yourself. All right. So that had everything to do with your body, your temple, the temple path. So it doesn't have to be reuniting with someone from your past or anything like that, things that you thought were gone or finished burst back into life. This was referring to your health and your body in particular. So what are you eating? What are you ingesting? And it doesn't have to be food. It could be social media. It could be the news. What kind of information are you ingesting, right? And they're pointing me here to this door to value as well, because that has everything to do with it too. If you really think about the cost of something, your time is your energy and it is your currency. And therefore, anything that you spend your time on or your energy on is what you're buying into. You're buying into that experience. So pay attention to that as well at this time. So my Capricorn friends, this has been your October reading. I hope it resonated with you. If it did, go ahead and give it a like, share, and subscribe. And go ahead and comment on how it resonated with you. And if it didn't, that's okay. Go ahead and check out one of your other readings that falls into your sun, moon, or rising for this month, and you could put the pieces together that way. But I want to thank you all so much for joining me. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. May you all be truly blessed, highly favored, divinely guided, and divinely protected. And I wish you all a lifetime of happiness, health, wealth, abundance, and so much love. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.